Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody today? I have a mess on my hands, and I figured I'd bring you guys along to help me clean it up and make a new one and help me decide on this and this, because I'm not exactly sure if I like it or not. All right, where am I at here? Why is this not telling me I'm live? It says I'm live. I see other people are live. Where's my channel? My channel. Why am I so lost this morning? I'm not quite awake yet. I went to bed early. Got up quite a few different times in the night. Didn't get much sleep. Oh, wow. I'm bright this morning, ain't I? Okay. Apparently, I am the only one watching. Can I share this out on Facebook from myself? Hey, how about that? Let's see if that worked. All right. Got 2 thumbs up. Who's all in here? Sandy, hello. Good morning. How are you? You getting a lot of stuff done this morning? As you can tell, I've got kind of a mess on my hands. I did that yesterday. I'm not too sure if I like it or not. And I did that one. I'm not too sure if I like that one or not either. So I think I'm going to paint over this one, and that one might grow on me. I did a ceramic vase over the top of this one and then turned it into an acrylic pour. And the vase turned out killer. It's over there, but I'm kind of trapped in the corner. Otherwise, I'd show you. But yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's early there. You're what, an hour behind us? So it is 6:19, 6:20, something like that. What's your plans for today, Sandy? You got some of that really good artwork going on or anything like that? Gonna fire up the kiln? I guess we better start mixing some paint. Today's colors, we're going to use white, of course. We're going to use this fluorescent orange. Ultramarine blue. We're going to use this fluorescent yellow. Black. And with the blue, I think I'm going to throw in some of this sparkly stuff just because. Sparkles make everything look good, right? But yeah, we're going to spend some time, mix all that up, and I think I'm going to paint over this one and let you guys see how I do it. Seahorses, huh? Those are going to turn out nice. Everything else you do turns out nice. Is that going to be what's on Friday stuff for the fuse glass? Is the seahorses? Oh, what do I got? 5 colors, so I need 5 cups. 3, 4. Can't wait to see that then. I really, really want to get into that fused glass stuff here before too long. I did find one of my cousins' friends that I'm friends with on Facebook, and apparently she has a kiln. I got a bunch of wine bottles. I remember you saying something, and then she told me she used to make wind chimes with her kiln out of melting the wine bottles. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I got a bunch. I'd see if maybe Lisa will let me use her kiln one of these days when she fires it up. Never know. I might like it and try to buy it off of her or something. But I need to make some room here. I really need to, I got a 3,000 square foot house here. And I got everything of mine crammed into probably about a 7-foot by 40-foot long section of 2 rooms. That's all my printing stuff, all my painting stuff, all my computer stuff, all my wine stuff. I mean, it's all in this one line throughout 2 rooms. And I got a room literally right above me that we are using just for storage. The only problem is I don't keep the upstairs any warmer than like 45 degrees. So in order to do my acrylic paint, or acrylic painting, sorry, that's what's on my mind. But in order to do my resin, it's supposed to be between 70 and 80 degrees. So that's really not happening. All right, let's work with the 2 neutral colors or shades. I think these are called shades, ain't they? Hey, Bradley, right? Down under fella. I hope. So I know it's Darren and Darren, and then Bradley. Hey, finally. You know, I've been dropped on my head so many times. I'm really surprised that I remember anything. But I put about that much white in there, if you could even see that. No, I can't even see it on there. And then I got this old strainer here because this Floetrol stuff that I'm not ready to put in here clumps up in the jug. Floetrol. My mix rate, I'm not exactly too sure about. I want to say it's like probably 1 to 5 parts Floetrol, 1 part color is a guess. That's all it is a guess. We'll put in about that much. How about that? I got a container down here to catch my drippings whenever I'm setting this off to the side. Hopefully I don't bore you guys today, but this is usually how I spend my mornings. I get stuff going, so it's got all day to dry between the cups that I've been doing, these paintings. I actually just did some light switches. If I get up here in a little bit, I'll show you what the light switches turned out to be like. Actually, I know I'm going to have to get up because I forgot to get water to add to these paints. But this is the worst part about painting, is mixing your colors, because it takes forever. And I thought I'd bring you guys along to keep me company. So if I'm ever on one of your early morning chats and I'm talking and being obnoxious like I usually am, and then I go quiet for about 15 minutes and then come back, it's because I'm usually in here doing something or other. This is going to take forever. I am going to have to get me some water. Yeah, please hang on. 11:30 p.m. there in Australia, huh? So here's one of them light switch things that I did. I think they turned out pretty cool. Here's one of the plugins. I think I want to do a lot more of these. I mean, this was fun. Turned out really nice. All right, sorry for the dead air. I had to get some water. Hello, Irene. Healthy Homestead Chick. Good morning. How are you? You getting up and getting ready to take care of the animals? I know it's cold here. I'm kind of glad I don't have to go out and do any of the typical homesteading stuff yet. I got up at, what, 5:30 probably, and did the first feeding of the cats, which I believe I'm really feeding the coons, but you know how that works. Well, braving the mud is just as good as a workout, ain't it? This is still a little chunky. We're going to go for a little bit more. So tell me what you guys think. I do not like this one, so I want to paint over it. Hopefully there's not a glare on it. I was not a fan of that one this morning, but the more that I stare at it, I think it's growing on me. I believe it's the colors. Now, the colors on the vase that I painted turned out good, but they don't turn out really good on the canvas. You like that big one? I think that the burnt orange just mudded everything up. I like the blues. I like the reds. The white is not all that great, but hopefully we'll make it into something a little better here in a little bit. We're still a little bit thick compared to what I want on my whites and my blacks. I like my whites and blacks really runny, but I want my colors to be a little thicker. That's pretty much how I'm getting all my, I think they're called cells, how the paint's blending together and putting big bubbles and stuff in it. Neither one of these paintings do that. But you guys have seen my records, I think. Jessica, hello. How are you doing today? The Caliporium, hello. Hi. You guys are just in time to watch me mix some paint. Well, there's the white. And we will do black next. Let's go with about that much. Let's go with a little bit more. See how scientific I am about my color choices, right? I believe this is why I'm going to say that all my paintings are going to be one of a kind. Because I'll never be able to recreate anything. So why I run this through a strainer is because for some reason this Floetrol clumps up in the jug. It dries out, and I really don't want to pick out a bunch of clump junk off of my paintings or my cups or whatever. Sometimes it works out and makes things look different and odd the way that I like it, and other times it just ruins everything. If you guys hear me grunting, I'm hurting pretty bad today. It was like 60 here yesterday, and it's like 35, 40 today. Oh, the new cup spinner. I love that thing. I liked it so much that I made it a point to get a different one. There'll be another unboxing here shortly. So you heard it here first. You are getting a second unboxing of another cup turner. Thank you, Irene. Yes, please. Smash that thumbs up like it's an army worm. Because if you've seen my video, I hate army worms. We do not want it that thick, that's for sure. We need the paint to flow and roll and spin around and do backflips and act like a gymnast. Well, thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that. I'm getting pretty close to 500 subscribers here. I should have, well, I hope to have a community page here in probably the next month or two, if things keep going the way that they're going. Mike and Terry over there at MT Homestead, they put me on, got me quite a few subscribers. I did a short video with the dog snoring, and that went viral. Well, my version of viral. I got like 1,200 hits on it, and that's pretty good for me. We're still thick and clumpy. Let's add some more water to this one. So, any of you guys do any painting or anything? Well, Irene, I know you do. And Sandy, I'm sure you do. How do you guys pick your colors? I use this little color wheel that I printed out. So I cheat. And I make sure I only use half of the color wheel, otherwise it makes mud. So if I pick this one, I only use this half or this half. I don't know. I'm not trained. I'm not an artist. I haven't been in art class since my sophomore year in high school, which is a long, long time ago. Let's put it that way. Brad, you take it off? Oh. The Frank BS Show. Hello. How are you? I appreciate everybody stopping in. And if you're new here, my name's Jason Canarum. I do a little bit of everything on this channel, and today I'm painting. I've made candles, I've painted, I've worked on vehicles. I do a little bit of everything. I don't have a niche like a lot of people do here on YouTube. I just kind of do my own thing. Let's go with orange. See how bright this orange really is. Irene, I know you make good candy. I've seen a lot of that. It just makes my mouth drool. But I thought you painted too. Shelly left. Okay, okay. Not paying attention to this chat. And oh, I did figure out how to blow it up so I don't have to have my glasses, which is a good thing. Cal Emporium, what is your name? I'm bad with names. I probably won't remember it next week, but I will remember it today because I'll go back and check. Right here, whatever this says, do something even if it's wrong. At least you're trying to do it. You don't have to be an artist to do this stuff. I'm far from an artist. Heck, I was just a delivery guy a few years ago and a road construction guy 5 years before that. And look at me now. I'm making jewelry and paintings and cups and doing YouTube, of all things. But if you think you're going to like it, just go out and do it. As long as it ain't going to cost you a bunch of money or hurt anybody or anything like that, just do it. Cupcakes Corner, hello. How is everything over there on the other side of the world? I am trying to make a mess today. I got 2 more colors after this one. So I'll let you guys know this. I put down parchment paper, a shower curtain, and down on the floor I got that brown bag or brown paper that I put down for whenever I'm painting the walls. I put that on the floor here because I am definitely messy. All right. I have to paint my barbecue grill and the smoker. Make sure you sand it first and get that high temperature paint. Speaking of the high temperature paint, let's see if I can put this right here where I can see it. Is anything wet? Okay. So back when I was 19 or 20, I used to have a 74 Nova hatchback. Started off light green, had a little 6-cylinder motor in it, bench seat. I mean, pure mom and pop car. And of course, I had to put a Chevy 350 in it, put bucket seats in it, and well, I painted it. And I painted it flat black. I used that high temperature paint for it. Everybody used to make fun of me and says I was ready for a nuclear war. Irene, hopefully you're going to have a fun trip wherever you're going that you're packing for. Be careful. Sandy, I'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Man, that's a bright, bright orange now, ain't it? And it's still pretty thick. Oh. Florida, thank you. See you around YouTube. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate all the thumbs up everybody's gave me already. There we go. We're getting a little runnier, but not quite as runny as the white and the black. So we're good on that. All right, all right, all right. So next color we're going to do is fluorescent yellow. Jake, good morning. Are you done tending to all your birds? Oh, I haven't even opened this one. Well, looky there. Apparently the last yellow I did was the darker stuff. Yes, I am a fan of orange. Safety orange, I wore it for years and years and years before we went to the lime green stuff on the roads. Yeah, Jake, it's raining out. You better not go out there. You might melt. All right. That looks like enough of that. I mean, that's bright. No, salt doesn't do in the rain. But I really don't think you're going to melt there, Jake. Really don't think you're going to melt. Speaking of salt, have you guys paid attention to my shirt today? Mickey, hello. Oh, about fell down. I don't know. Can you see that? Quick history lesson of the U.S. presidents. We got thank you, Jake. Thank you. I don't know what was said, but thank you. U.S. presidents, you know, we had what, 44 saltine crackers, 43 saltine crackers, an Oreo, and a Cheeto, and now we have a potato. Hey, I think that'll be my next shirt. If the U.S. presidents were food, I'll do a bunch of saltine crackers, an Oreo, a Cheeto, and a potato. Coming soon to my Facebook page. I don't know. Now I'm just being stupid. All right. Oh, wow. I don't know about this. That's bright. So, I don't know how many of you are very familiar with this flood pour acrylic painting, whatever I'm doing here. There's something called a flip cup that I like. It mixes the colors really good, blends them really good. The galaxy clock, if you guys pay attention to my Instagram, the galaxy clock that I just did is called a flip cup. Basically, I just pour layer after layer after layer of paint in and put the painting on the cup and flip it over. Master's Touch. That's what I'm using. And I also have my black and white is whatever that one is, Ultimate Touch maybe, Ultra something. But yeah, I get them at Hobby Lot. Well, these tubes I've had around for a long time. They're my wife's, with her painting that she did whenever our niece and nephew was young. But I've really just got into this. I started off with the little Dollar Tree, Dollar General paints, and I've worked my way up from there. I get these at Hobby Lobby is where I got these. All right, now it's blue. Hey, Fred, Jason, how we doing? Are you on break? You at work? Are you slacking at work? All right, where are we at? We are at blue, correct? This blue, like I said, is ultramarine. And I use about that much because I'm really technical. And for those of you that's just joining me, I use this strainer because the Floetrol has clumps in it, and I don't want to pick clumps out of my stuff. So, Jake, airbrush. I got all the paint guns to paint a car, nice air compressor, all that stuff out in the garage, but I have never owned an airbrush. I thought about adding one to my Amazon wish list because I don't have PayPal or anything like that set up for these paintings. I've just been kind of bartering with them or giving them away for donations, like I don't know. There's some YouTubers, their house burnt down. I sold some jewelry. Well, I can't say I sold it. I gave some jewelry to someone and then told them to donate to their PayPal. I got a clock that I'm painted. It's over there. It's getting ready to get shipped out to Texas, I hope, here shortly. And there is a very important person. Excuse me. There's a very important person here in our YouTube community that's having some issues. And there's a PayPal account opened up for him. And I'm going to try to get the person that's buying that clock to deposit that money in that PayPal for him. Really? You quit? Oh, you start your new one on the 14th. Is that one here in Illinois too? Or is that down south? So I'm sure you're not ready to move down south yet. Heck, you just got your little wood stove finished. Check out Tim's page. He opened up a GoFundMe for her. It's Lila Newton. Tim over at Ridge Life, basically I messaged him to see if there was a PayPal for Lila, and he said no, but he was talking to SLR about it, and then I told him what I was wanting to do, and he's like, well, hang on, and literally like 10 minutes later, he's like, hey, there's one up now, so thanks, Tim, because we definitely want to get Lila to shoot dang. So, Jason, you think you're going to like that job a little better? Is it doing the same thing? All right. So we've got this nice blue. Should we mess up that really nice blue and add some metallic sparkle stuff to it? Because I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, you probably can't see that, but that's all sparkly, and it's not going to take much. Actually, is it even going to come out? This stuff's thick. Well, I'm doing a big no-no right here. I'm going to contaminate my paint. We're only going to use that much, which is way too much, I think. We are going to have to add a lot of water because that was thick. That was real thick, but I believe I'm going to like the sparkles. They turned out good on a cup that I did not too long ago. I have figured out with this, with the sparkly stuff, you put the sparkles down first, you kind of let it dry, and then you put the paint over it. Otherwise, it blends in too much. But we're going to make it blend today because all the other colors are like really bright. Well, as long as it's easier work and you're going to like the job, that's great. I know right now I'm hurting pretty bad because of the weather change. Yep, that's definitely got sparkles. Oh, I forgot to put that piece back in. There's paint on there that I don't want to waste. So, anybody got anything special planned for this weekend? Any videos that I need to look out for? Because it seems like everybody that's in here right now is a YouTuber. Hey, I think we're ready to paint. I don't know why I cleaned that off. We're going to keep this one. I'm not too fond of the colors, but it's grown on me since this morning. And we are going to work off of right in front of me so you guys can see. This is going to be a learning experience. I've never painted sitting down. And I'm probably going to make a huge mess. Got a bunch of wet wipes over here already. Yeah, you can't make it warm, Jason. I wish it would stay warm like it has been for the last few days. Whiskey and sunshine, good morning. Just the time to watch me make a mess. So, what do you think we should do? How about a flip cup? I like the way that those turn out the best. So, basically, we're just going to try to put this out so it's half-ass even. So when I throw it down, it'll be there. I need a big cup. Oh, I am definitely not prepared, but am I ever? We'll use this old cup. Where shall we start? Let's start with orange. Literally, we're just going to pour the stuff in here. We're going to put about that much orange in there. Then let's go with the yellow. So if I've noticed if I tilt it and just barely pour it, it doesn't mix. But if I come up here and I get some air time, it mixes really well. We're only going to use a couple drops of black because this will take over. We'll go in with blue next. Well, that's made some pretty cool looking green. White, lots of white. I don't know if the fun is pouring this in the cup or playing with it once it's on the canvas. Oh, beer. I should warm up this week. -35. Oh, Celsius. Okay. But still, 35 negative Celsius is cold. Don't melt, Jake. Don't melt or float away. So we got yellow. We got orange. Let's go back to the orange. And then we got yellow again. Coffee Angel Crafts, hello. Hey, at least you stopped in, said hi. I'm sure you poked that thumbs up button because you're great. I appreciate you stopping by for any period of time. See, we did yellow last, a couple more blocks drops. Orgy, hello. An art class? I don't know about that. How about a class on how to make a mess? I'm good at making messes. Just ask my wife. So black, blue. Uh-oh, what I miss? Okay. Black, blue. Mix it high. Back to the orange. We're going to do this. It's going to be the last round of colors. My inner Bob Ross, huh? My hair ain't as poofy. Now it is long, but it ain't as poofy. Oh, how do you guys like my pajamas? Because I didn't really get dressed for today. We did all the orange, and there's all the yellow. What was the next color? A couple drops of black. Oh, a little bit more than I wanted. Blue. It's all of you. Beautiful messes. I don't know. I don't think that's much of a beautiful mess. I really don't like it, so we're going to paint over that one. This morning when I seen this one, I didn't like it either, but it's grown on me. Dr. Doolittle, huh? I'm doing a little concoction here. All right, a little bit of white. Are we ready? Am I ready? It's only 8 o'clock. Ain't sure if that's going to be enough paint. See if we get any more out of these. No, no, no. There's a lot left of that and a lot left of that, but we're going to use that black here in a minute. Actually, that black's a little bit too thick for what I'm wanting to do. Are you guys ready? I think I'm about ready to make a mess. We're going to set this off to the side. You really like this, Margie? I'm going to kill this one. I don't know why. I just don't like it. I think it's the burnt orange that throws me off. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this cup of paint and we're going to go just like that. All right, I'm done. See you guys later. Oh, nah, let's get back to this black. Let's also we'll do that. Stir this up some more because I want it really runny. Really, really runny. And we'll do this. All right. Think I've ruined it now? The black and the whites mixing together really, really good. And there's our mess. We'll take the torch. We'll pop any excess bubbles. We're just going to let it spread for a little bit and get all the cool colors mixing well. Wow, it looks like I still got bedhead, don't it? Well, we're still mixing. It's oozing out. Let's make it run this way for a little bit. It's nice and easy. Just let it slowly roll. Stretch out all those cells. I'm calling these bubbles of different colors cells. Is that their real name? I don't know, but that's what I'm calling them. Well, we've almost made it to the edge. Almost there. Now we'll let everything seep back to the middle. Make sure that I ain't got no chunks or anything in there, because now is the time to pick it out. If you see any chunks of dried paint, this is the time. We're just going to lift this one corner up here. Try to get the paint to go this way and that way both. Jason, if you get some time, have your kid try this. I mean, this is something you, your old lady, and your kid could do. Very first time I did it, I made it date night with my wife. Hobby Lobby. Each one of these tubes are $6. You probably get, I don't know, 10 paintings out of each one if you do it the way that I just did it. Print you off a color wheel. Only go half of the wheel. I mean, you can go any direction you want, but don't make this color and these colors in the same painting, otherwise it'll turn to mud. The Floetrol you buy at Menards or Lowe's or whatever you got, whatever your big box store is. I think I paid $14 for that gallon. That's the second gallon that I went through already. I think I'm mixing my paints like 5-to-1, maybe, if I had to guess, and then add water for consistency. I got some chunks of orange paint here that I didn't get mixed up, the bright orange. I think I'm going to leave it though. So that blue and that yellow has gave me some cool looking greens here. Oh, got it moving too fast. So if you really don't want to stretch your colors out, just make sure you move it real slow. At least that's how I figured it out. You just make it move slow. If you got a board like this, you could just bend corners. This is how I do the records also, is I bend the record to make the paint go where I want it to. Michael, hello, how are you? Or is it Bubby Jean? Well, if you used to paint with them already, why'd you stop? Video game kids, they got, we are really artistic. I don't know why, but pretty much everybody that I know that really likes video games the way that I did when I grew up usually has this artsy fartsy stuff to them. I'm really liking this swirl right over here and this one here, so I'm trying not to move it that much, because the more that you move it, the more that you're going to mess your stuff up. All right, we're going to let that sit for a little bit. I want to read your comments, get some coffee in me, figure out where all this paint's going to puddle up at so I know which direction to go, because we are almost at the point in time where I need to let everything roll off the edges. Okay, Michael, thank you. I tell you what, just go to the Dollar Tree to get started. I mean, $1.25 per little piece. They've got the small canvases there. I'm actually going to cut out some MDF here before too long and start making like tabletops and doing this on tabletops. I've got some sticks that have been drying for a while. They're twisty sticks. And I got this piece that goes on a drill. It looks like a monster pencil sharpener. So I could basically sharpen the end of a log that's, what, 4 inches round, I think, 3 or 4 inches round, and then bring it down to a tube that's, what was it, 1 inch. And then you drill a 1 inch hole in your other board, and it's just pegs in there. So I'm thinking about making some of those. Two-ounce acrylic paint. I mean, I probably put 2 ounces of paint in each one of these cups whenever I got started. I'm guessing. I don't know. This is, oh, well, hell, that's only 4 ounces of paint. So that deal at Michael's sounds really good. You know, whenever I started doing this again, I forgot how much I really liked the art projects myself. All right, so my paint seems to be right here. I'm gonna go off that corner first, let it come down, then go off this corner, and then try to get everything to go off that side. That is going to be my plan. Oh. I see a chunk. Like I said, if you got big chunks, this is the time to get it out, because right now, we're going to go ahead and get these orange chunks out too. Oh, I had a big glob of paint right there too. I didn't notice that. When I'm doing this, for some reason, I seem to hold my breath. I don't know what that's holding my breath's going to do, but I seem to do it. All right, I'm putting my hand down here to stop the paint from rolling off because it's going to hit here first, but I want it to go off that corner and get rid of that white and black. I want to try to keep as much paint on here as possible to keep it flowing. Now we're going to let it all settle back into the middle, I hope. I want to help out here on the edge. So next push, I'm going to come this way. But I don't want to mix up the colors. How about I just push down on this corner? I think that'll work the best. Stretch that orange and that yellow out. Oh, my chat's gone. As soon as this comes off this edge of the painting, guys, I'll get caught back up on chat, clean off my hands. I got a bunch of wet wipes over here. That doesn't look good. That orange and blue mixed wrong, I think. Is that, whenever people say green baby poop, that's what I imagine it looks like. I wouldn't know because I've never changed a diaper in my life. Well, paint's moving a little slower than I want it to. Let's help it out here. Oh. So any of you that's never done this before, if you could get paint to the corner, it flows better wet than it does dry, if that makes sense to you. All right. Get the hands cleaned up, and then I will check on chat. Hopefully you guys are finding this interesting. And hopefully this doesn't turn into too big of a mud mess. Because what I just touched down here, it does not look good. Okay. Michaels, we made a drawing. He was wondering how the corners would work. Okay. I'm glad I've settled that. You haven't changed a diaper. Are you missing it? Okay, let's rephrase that. I've changed the dog diaper. Does that count? Because my dog is in diapers. I've changed a lot of those, but I've never changed a human diaper. Whoa. Hot. Hot. Oh, well. Well, you guys seen it here first. Margie, I'd love to have a, what are those spinny things? Not an easel, I'd like one of these days, whenever I find one at a resale shop or something like that, I will pick up one of those Lazy Susans. That's what it's called. I would like to have a Lazy Susan to spin these. I've seen some people do it. It looks pretty cool. Thank you, Bradley. Oh, let's go to this corner first. So it looks like all my paint is right here in the nest. So we're going to bring it down to this corner for, well, let's get rid of that mess down at the bottom first. Okay. Yeah, I wear my coffee a lot, even with these little safety lid things. Oh, let's turn. I usually do the standing up, guys, so this is another learning experience for me, because you got to learn new stuff here in 2022. Blue thing over here, that is actually a record player. It does spin, but that is my wife's record player from when she was a kid. It's actually sitting on her grandma's sewing machine. All right, we got the paint slowly working down towards me. Let's try to get it to go off this edge again over here without wasting a lot of it. Now we'll get to go down to this corner, and hopefully it'll stretch all this out a little bit better. Oh, got another orange blob. But yeah, slow work this stuff is. Trying not to make mud, which I'm doing a good job of making a couple muddy spots, but they're kind of coming out pretty cool looking. As long as it looks good, that's all that matters, right? As long as I like it, or if someone wants to buy it, as long as they like it. Oh, I did not mix up that orange paint very well at all, apparently. I think I was in a hurry talking to you guys and not paying attention exactly what was going on. So the faster you pour this, also the more that it mixes up the paint from what I've noticed. Nice and slow, you don't get mud, which I'm getting a lot of. Move my cups so I can get a good tilt on this. Tell you what, this weather change has got me hurting today. Sorry to just keep griping about it. Geesh. I've been dealing with this back pain for years, but it's just something you don't get used to. Well, hello. I need to make some moderators, don't I? Margie, Bradley, Jason. There we go. Let's throw out some wrenches. Oh, it's, yeah, 12:30 there. I forgot. I'll see you later. Be careful. Get some sleep. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. Thanks for stopping by, Bradley. And here's the big push. There goes all the paint. And we'll go back to this corner. Let's run everything off this side. How about that? And we're almost there. Almost there. Now let's try to make everything stretch back to the center to look even. Can you guys see this yet? Let it set and get caught up. Go through my box of wet wipes here. Hey, if you guys ever see anything that you like that I do, feel free to message me. I mean, I have a Amazon wish list basically for supplies for my channel, or supplies for me so I could do stuff for my channel. I mean, we could work out a trade. I think we all need equipment, and some of us like artwork. Thanks, Jason. Oh, I got paint all over my phone. I just exited out of everything. Hopefully I didn't block anybody. I really hope I didn't block anybody. And Now it's all blurry because I got black paint all over it. We'll deal with that here in a little bit. But you think that looks great, Jason? I think it looks interesting, especially in these two corners where the black's coming through. One reason why, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I mix my black really, really thin, and then I put that down first. The heavier paints will sink, and the black will kind of pop up to the top. And give it a weird look. It's starting to come through here. It's blending really good down there. That corner over there looks really nice. I think I like this corner. Hopefully this dries similar to what it is. The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Thank you. Oh, I'm on live chat. There we go. I appreciate it. Well, I'll see you next time. Hopefully you liked what you've seen here. I now have something that's going to take probably 2 days to dry and about a week before it cures, and then I can put epoxy over the top of it. I got enough paint in the bottom of these. I'm probably going to add some more Floetrol and mix them up just a little bit more and use these colors and make a cup. There's a lot of stuff on the bottom of these that's really thick, so I could get another set of colors out of all this. Well, it's a good looking chicken picture, huh? So, speaking of chickens, I took a picture of a chicken, and then I kind of made a cartoon version of it so I could start printing stuff. And I think I am going to start making some chicken cups because for some reason the homesteading community really likes chickens. I got a lot of paint on this phone. But I did a shirt for someone the other day. I was playing with my sublimation, and you cannot sublimate on a black cotton shirt. So what I did is took this stuff called flock. It reminds me of felt. It's white, and I could sublimate on top of that. So I cut out the shape of a chicken and the shape of a lollipop, and I put the words "don't be." Then I put the chicken flock over here, and then the sucker over here, and I put color on top of the flock to make them, colorful. And that shirt turned out pretty cool. I also did one for someone the other day with that flock also. I cut out a picture of a frog, a famous Muppet frog that we know. And then I took the coloring of that frog and put it on a shirt, and it says "do not," and then that frog, and then it says "suicide" underneath. It was for an awareness campaign some people did. I thought that shirt turned out pretty good. I made 2 of them for the sisters that wanted them. I don't know if you guys, like I said, if you guys want anything that I do, just message me. We can work something out. Yes, I almost bought some black light paint. If you want to send me some, but yeah, I got a 4-foot black light from whenever I was a teenager, 30 some years ago. So I got a big black light. Man, is that an antique? I got an antique black light. Oh, invisible until under a black light. I've never heard of that. Oh, I bet you it's like that spy ink that we got for my nephew, where you could write everything down and until you put the black light over it, you can't see it. I'm sure it's the same stuff. But there is some black light paint. It's your typical yellow, your typical orange, your lime green. I think there's a blue. They're kind of a dull color whenever they're not in the black light. And then, of course, black light makes them light up. Cupcakes Corner, I appreciate you stopping by. You having a good night's sleep. And I appreciate all the videos you send me from over there, because I would never see the terrain that's over there. I really like your lives. I appreciate you stopping by, and I'll see you next time. They got tattoo ink that glows like that? Oh, I'm going to have to message Josh. Josh is my artist, if you don't know. You probably haven't been around long enough to see my tattoos. I got a partial sleeve here that's not finished. I have a leg sleeve that's pretty much finished. Let me guess, Jason, 94, your senior year in high school? No, you probably graduated in, yeah. I think you're about my age. I was class of 93. Oh, all right. I see what you're saying, Margie. I don't know. I graduated in 97. You're older than I am? No, you're younger than I am by 4 years, apparently. Okay, cool. Class of 95. Hey, we're all about the same age. 93 here. 92, 93. Yeah, 93. Sometimes I get confused. I've been dropped on my head too many times. Well, the more and more this is drying, I'm getting orange dots popping up because I didn't have that orange paint mixed good enough. Lesson learned. Just do something even if it's wrong, right? Well, now I'm kind of up in arms about this, Jake. You've only got me by a few years. Now I'm kind of up in arms about this invisible tattoo ink. Margie, no. If you can't see it, unless there's a black light around, but I mean, I did mine so they stick out like a sore thumb. That's why I picked the colors that I did. And I even got the atomic elbow because being the tattoo artist, we was wrestling fans whenever we was kids. I mean, we all watched WWF. The Hulk, Macho Man Randy Savage. You know, those are some of my favorites. Jake the Snake Roberts, Superfly Jimmy Snuka. But yeah, the atomic elbow. That's what that's all about. Oh, you used the invisible ink. I'm just going to have to talk to Josh about this and see what he says about it. Josh has been doing my work for, we're probably going 10 years. You know, I only see him every 2 or 3 years, so I sit down like this arm. I've got 2 settings in this arm. The black in this arm was 12 and a half hours for my first setting. And then I can't remember how much color we got, but it's not finished. We ran out of time. It was getting late. He was only in town for a little bit. So just in us sitting here, this is changing. The black is starting to come up through the colors because it was mixed lighter. I barely got any white showing now. Yeah. Oh, let me see. 92 highlight. Oh yeah. I just seen a Slim Jim commercial. The wife was watching commercials from the 70s and 80s and something like that. But the Snap Into the Slim Jim commercial came on. I was over in my I was in my corner where my computer was, and she's over there in her love seat with the dog, and I hear the "Oh yeah" come across through. I don't know why that makes me laugh, but come across through my headphones because I had my headphones in, and I just started immediately laughing. But there's a ton of funny commercials that I forgot all about, like "Where's the Beef" and the Planters Peanuts commercials from the 70s were all over the place. And they weren't even just for peanuts. Planters apparently was really big. I am not liking all this orange coming in. We could leave a few of these bright orange specks, but down here I didn't really want them. A-Team and Airwolf. So my camper van, I kind of wanted to paint it like the A-Team van. Airwolf, Knight Rider. Yeah, Airwolf. I love that helicopter. The old Nutcracker. I ain't for sure about that one. The black and white version of the Christmas Nutcracker. The California raisins was a big thing. The wife and I was also talking after that commercial ordeal about toys from the 80s. And I was thinking about some of the toys that I still had at mom's house, like my G.I. Joes and Transformers. And we was talking about the cups from Hardee's, like the Moose cups, the cups from Burger King, like the Hamburglar and all that. I've got some of the McDonald's cups, a bunch of the McDonald's toys, but the raisins from Hardee's, because when you used to buy cinnamon raisin biscuits from Hardee's, I think if you bought 4 of them, you got a free raisins figure. Yes, He-Man and She-Ra. I might even still have Castle Grayskull at Mom and Dad's house. Snake Plissken. I do not remember him. But George the Animal Steel, I do remember. Stretch Armstrong. Oh, I got a story about Stretch Armstrong. So I was at my aunt and uncle's house. My brother and my cousin was there, and maybe another cousin. I think they're the 3 boys. They're all about 10 to 11 years older than I am. No, let's go 8 to 11 years older than I am. And I was probably 6 or 7, and I had my Stretch Armstrong. Had there is the key word, because they took it and they stretched it so far, all the green ooze come pouring out of its belly. Jason, right now, if I was to raise my arm up and say, I have the power, I believe I would have the power, because I literally got up this morning, made coffee, and started this. I haven't did my 3 S's or anything. Oh, Jason, how about this one? Looney Tunes. Do you remember Dungeons and Dragons on Saturday morning cartoon? Uh, Black Eye Story. I've got plenty of Black Eye stories. So back in my 30s, I trained that MMA stuff, and I'd get done with practice, come home with busted lip, black eye, crooked nose, bloody nose. The wife would always make fun of me for it. They don't have cartoons in the mornings on Saturday anymore. They probably don't because of the Cartoon Network, right? And hardly anybody's got cable nowadays. I know when we moved in this house in 2003, I never had cable. That was the last time I had cable television. That's when we moved out of the trailer and into this house. Jake, how old was you whenever you shot your Stretch Armstrong? Um, so I used to take, speaking of shooting, whenever I was young, I used to take my Army men, the little green ones, and I'd glue them to a board, either on the top or the bottom of the board, so they'd be on both sides. And then my target practice with my BB gun was to shoot the green Army man. Uh, Netflix and Hulu. Now I have Amazon Prime. All right, man. I'm really sorry about this, but my internet's going bad. My phone's dying. Apparently, I'm not ready for this. I appreciate all of you stopping by. Uh, Once again, sorry. I'm going to have to read through everything and figure out what I missed. Apparently, I don't know what's going on, but we're just going to give it a shot. I appreciate everybody stopping by. I see y'all next time. Remember, get up off your butt, do something even if it's wrong, and smile while you still have teeth. See you next time.